Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I'm beginning a new solo RPG campaign featuring my space opera role-playing game, Gravity, Drives, and Dangers. So this time around, the last series I did in my Gravity, Drives, and Dangers series, I did kind of a Star Trek homage with the Galaxy fleet. And this time around I decided to go take a note from friend of the channel, Solo Spelunking, and I'm doing kind of rogues of space, shall we say, those that live on the outskirts of the laws and orders of all the planets in the galaxy. These are the kind of characters that would probably be chased by the Galaxy Force, which is more of the Galaxy Police Force that is in my setting, generally speaking. So anyway, so I decided I'd put out a poll, and people came up with, they went Gravity, Drives, and Dangers. People suggested various things, and I went with this one. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the characters that are going to be in this story, and then we're going to get into the story. But before I begin, I'm going to shout out to my members: Nate, Jamie, Tabletop Wanderer, Todd, Surf Monkey, and Kai. I want to thank you for becoming members of my channel and helping to support my gaming habit. So, and also this channel, so I can, share my gaming experiences with all of you. But I want to thank them up front this time. I usually save it for the end. I thought I'd do it at the beginning. And now let's get to the episode. So, our cast of characters for tonight is a band of antiquities acquirers. They go out into the galaxy and they look for ancient antiquities, and then they go and sell them to private collectors to make a profit. They don't always follow the galactic protocols that have been put in place by the galaxy government, and so they are outside of the law because of that. Well, they are led by a Fellcat captain named Dave. In his early days, he was a wanderer, and he would wander from place to place, stealing things, and decided that he was going to get into antiquities. But he has his own ship, the Belloc, and he is the captain of it. He was lucrative enough to be able to buy his own ship. So that is Captain Dave. He's a Fellcat scholar. He speaks Galactic, Portuguese, English, and Fellcat. He has a blaster and vibro knife. Also dark vision. He also has a medtech regenerator. And so he has studied in xenoarchaeology and xenohistory, because that's where the antiquities are. All right, so he is the captain and the leader of the band. Next up, we have John. John's the engineer who keeps the Belloc running and also helps with xeno technology that they may run into on their acquisition runs. And so this is John. He is a human engineer, and he has his toolkit. He also has a blaster, and he also has a sonic wrench that he is part of his toolkit, but he's learned to use as a close-up weapon very effectively. So that is John. He used to be a teacher and then decided that it was time to head out into the galaxy with Captain Dave to start making more money, because he knew as a teacher he was never going to make the money he needed to live the lifestyle he wanted to. Next up in the crew is the Hobbin Explorer, known only as Jamie. So he's a Hobbin Explorer, and he has been to more planets than all of them combined. He has survived in some of the harshest climates, and he also has a medtech regenerator. He's good at tracking survival. He has a passing knowledge of biology, and is really good with computers. Because he needed to be able to start searching for places to explore and so forth. But he is a very accomplished explorer, and he's had many adventures. Our next crew member is Karsten. He is a human scoundrel, and he He used to do some small petty crimes. He used to do some smuggling then. He moved to smuggling from there. And then he decided, he met up with Captain Dave here and decided, you know what? No, I think the money is in ancient Xeno artifacts. After he had heard the kind of money that Captain David made, enough to make to buy his own ship. So he has decided to join the crew because his underworld connections, as well as his knowledge of the legal loopholes, or how to get through legal safety nets, and how to avoid the galactic force or galaxy force agents, it has come in handy many times in their career here together. They've only been together for a short time though, but in that time they've had pretty exciting times. And the final member of our team is Professor Todd. He is a synthoid. He used to teach at a noted university on a planet, and he is the foremost scholar on xenohistory and xenoanthropology. Captain Dave had a chance meeting with him at a conference, and kind of basically seduced him with the money that they could make selling these artifacts on the black market. But also, he kind of also said to Todd, listen, we really need, these artifacts really shouldn't be sitting in the dust somewhere. They should be being appreciated by somebody who has lots of money. And so that was all Professor Todd needed. And so as a synthoid, he knows that over time his battery's going to run out, and he needs some money to keep that going. So he wants lots of money. Plus someday he might get upgrades to his body, whatever. But he has joined up. He's the most recent recruit to Captain Dave's crew, the crew of the Belloc. All right, so the story begins. They have landed on a planet that is right outside of another planet that's within the jurisdiction of the galaxy government, but they have gained information that there are some artifacts here from an ancient civilization. Now, Captain Dave is particularly fascinated with a planet called Zethar 5, because there was a fabled lost civilization there known as, on a planet, or the civilization is Zethar Mons, and they have been rumored to have these creations that they developed with advanced technology that could siphon the soul from a living creature according to the lore, and they were called the soul shards. And he has come into information, well actually Karsten has come into information, that there is a codex, a map codex, that could lead them to the lost location of Zethar 5, located in this particular ruin. The story goes there was a star traveler who escaped from the Zethar Mon civilization, Zethar 5, and had maps of the entire galaxy mapped out, and ended up here with these people. And in the end, they betrayed him and stole the codex. But then what happened after that, no one knows. And this was over a few millennia ago. So hopefully the codex is in place. But this was too good of a morsel of information, a tidbit of information for Captain Dave to pass up. So they got in the Belloc. They folded here after about 4 folds, and they have used their fusion drive to get into orbit, and they have the computer running the ship while they are down here in the shuttle, the only shuttle that the Belloc has. And here they are. So they are about to enter this temple, this ancient, what appears to be an ancient temple, but it has a force field up in front of it. So I think we need to shut this down. Any thoughts? So Professor Todd steps forward and goes, let me read the language as best I can. My universal translator I have built in should be able to do it. However, it is an ancient language, and it may take a few moments. Well, do what you need to do, Doc. So, says Karsten. So, Professor Todd is going to make a check. He has a universal translator, but the universal translator is mostly good for sound, but is also helpful sometimes with ideograms and other alphabets. So I'm going to say that he's going to use his mind. Since he is a professor and good at stuff like that, he's going to get his proficiency dice. These guys are 5th level, by the way, so they have 2 proficiency dice at this point. And the universal translator itself, I think I'm going to give it +4 dice. And so I'm gonna set it at DL7 now, which is a pretty high DL. So we'll see what we can do here. And that is a pretty good roll. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 3 exploding dice. My goodness, 11 with 2 more exploding dice. Okay, so that's a total of 13 successes. Yes. Apparently, to be able to bring down this force field blocking the entrance to the temple, we would need to, a key. What? Well, I don't know about that. Did we have a key? What did your sources say, Karsten, about a key? They didn't say anything. Just said that the codex was here. That's all I got. Well, now what? Well, let me take a look, says John, and he walks up. I think, and he takes out his sonic wrench. He takes out some things from his toolkit. Yes, let me take a look here. So he is going to make an engineering roll to see if he can figure out exactly the how this thing is set up. It's alien technology, but yeah. So I'm going to give him his engineering skill, which is 9 dice. And that is already including his toolkit, including his sonic wrench. And he needs to make a DL6 to be able to figure out the technology of it. And he's got 4, 5, 6 successes. There you go. Plus 2 exploding dice, just in case. 7, 8. 8 successes. So he's like, I have an idea. I think I have a way that I would be able to pick the lock. But it might be quite complicated, and it may take a little time. Well, all we got is time, Doc. Well, yes, that's true. And I'm not a doctor. I'm an engineer. Whatever. And so he goes, you know what? Anyone, could you, Karsten? No, not Karsten. No, Professor Todd. Could you please come here and give me I'm going to throw some ideas off of you. And so together, I'm going to give him extra dice. So he is going to try to break into it. I think we're going to use engineering rather than computers, because I think it's more of an engineering feat than it is a computer feat. And so he's looking, when he does engineering, he's got 9 dice. And then I'm going to give him, 3 extra dice because of his, Professor Todd's knowledge of computers. He has it as a secondary skill. And they need to have 3 successes to be able to get it before they have 3 failures. However, because it's complicated and it can't quite, they need to be able to do what they need to do. I'm going to say it's a DL8. So that's a lot. So we'll see what they can do. They have to succeed on 3 rolls before they fail 3 rolls. And that is a pretty good start. So apparently, well, maybe, oh wait, not as good as I thought. Well, 6 with 4 exploding dice. That's pretty good. Yeah, there you go. 6, 9. So 9 successes. So, all right. We're making progress. So we're going to do it again. So that is 11 dice. And do it again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, with 2 exploding dice. Yeah, 9. So, okay. So far, so good. Keep your fingers crossed. Fingers crossed? What does fingers crossed mean? I have no idea. Just shush. All right, boys, pipe down. All right, continue. So we got 11 dice again. I don't know why I keep putting them back in my pile. I should just leave them out here. All right, this is the final one. Can they get 7 successes? Or is it 8? I can't remember. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, look at the exploding dice. These dice they love. Oh my gosh, they love exploding dice. Wow, that is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think it's like 9 to 10 exploding dice. I have to go back and watch the video and see. But anyway, so the force field falls, and revealed is a chamber, an ancient chamber that has a black monolith right ahead. Intriguing. All right, hold on. Let me take a look. So, as an explorer, he is used to checking things to see if there's, any kind of pitfalls or traps. So I'm going to have him make a perception check. Or, you know what? I'm going to even make it a survival check. Yeah, we're going to do that. There he is. Yeah, we're going to do a survival check. He gets 8 dice for a survival check. He's also going to use a scanner, get an additional 2 dice, and we're going to see how successful it is to determine exactly what he is able to find, if anything. All right, so 6, 7, 8, and 3 exploding dice. 9 in exploding dice, 9 successes. Well, it looks like there is pressure plates, so we're going to have to be careful because I'm not exactly sure exactly what kind of traps that those would trigger. The other thing is, I'm not sure, because it's like this whole area right in front, so I'm not sure how. There must be some kind of, once again, a key or some kind of safety card that would, if some kind of technology would read so that it would not trigger those plates. Well, I think I'm going to try to jump over them. You're saying, well, what are we talking, 2 meters? 2 meters? 2 meters in front? More like 3. Ooh, 3 meters. That will be a bit difficult. Any ideas? Well, I could go across. I may not be heavy enough to trigger them and see if there's a way that I can shut it off somewhere else. Well, without any other ideas, I say go ahead. So he's going to go ahead, and I am going to rule that he is too short. He doesn't weigh enough to trigger those traps. So he makes his way to the monolith here. All right, give me a minute. So he goes around the monolith, takes a look around the room. I'm going to make him a perception check. So we're going to give his mind. Since he is an explorer and he's always looking for danger, I'm going to give him his proficiency dice. Then he does have a scanner. Give him an additional 2. And I'm going to say to find the off switch, quote unquote, or a place to which they could use to turn into an off switch to turn off the pressure plates, he is going to need a DL6. So, and he does not get it. Well, fellas, I was unable to find a way around it. So I'm going to go behind the monolith. You guys can just come across. Oh, I don't like that idea. I don't want to risk anyone. Very interesting. Not sure what we should do. I don't know. Let me take a look. Lots of pressure plates and lasers and so forth in places I've had to break into, and I've broken into better places than this. And so he is going to look back and forth, and we're going to see if he thinks that he would be able to undo the trap somehow. I'm going to give him his larceny dice, since it is that, which is already baked in there. And I'm going to give him, he doesn't have a scanner. So we're just going to go with this, and he needs 6 successes. And he does not get it. So 3. Nah, I'm stumped. Well, I shall go across the plates. I'm not so sure I'm comfortable about that. Maybe if I trigger them, and then they will not reset, and the rest of you can cross. What do you think? What do you think, John? Well, I'm saying if let me take a look. Yeah, so that's a good idea. If it's a mechanical trap, my engineering knowledge should prove to be successful. Are you guys coming or what? There's a door over here. Just be patient. Yeah, fine. All right, so he's going to look at it as an engineering roll. That's 9, and 2 more for a scanner. Oh, I already have the scanner built in. Look at me. All right, here we go. So he needs DL6. Ooh, now they should have brought the engineer in to begin with. 4, 6, 7, 8, 2 exploding dice. Both failed, but anyway, he gets enough. Okay, this is the way I'm going to look at this. Yes, I think anything, maybe another couple kilos more than our Hobbin friend would trigger this. So that's us. And it looks like it's triggering some kind of energy. It's a trigger that would expel energy. Well, I should be able to be pretty much immune to that. Well, if you want to take the risk, I'm going to do it. So he steps on there, and lightning shoots out from either wall at him as he kind of rolls forward into the monolith. But we're going to give him an agility resistance roll. I'm going to say that's quite a bit of energy. We're going to say that is 10. No, we're going to go 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 dice against his agility resistance. His agility resistance is only 2, so this could be bad. All right, so we have 3 exploding dice. So it's 3, 6, 9, and 3 more. 12. So he takes 10 electrical damage. And so he is down to that many. Hurry! Yes. So they run across real quick before the trap resets. Okay, let's take a look at this door. Oh, it's a very brave thing you did there. Thank you. Okay, I've been looking at this door, and looks like we need some kind of key card to get in. Another key card, eh? Listen, don't throw shade at me. I'm just here to do my job. Yeah, but it doesn't look like you did it very well this time, did it? Ah, never mind. Watch it, Captain. And so they're at another door. Yeah, let me have a look. So definitely an engineering feat. What do you think, Professor? Yeah, you know, I think we should be able. It's basically a computer, and it is still running. I'm very fascinated to know what the energy is. Yes, I think it's more than likely. I don't know. You're right. This is a very interesting energy source to be running to this many thousands of years down the road. Anyway, I will. Let's take a look at this together. So he's gonna make an engineering roll to assess what he needs to do first of all, and then we'll see. He goes, no, you know what? He's just gonna make a computer roll. I think that my sonic wrench will be very helpful on this particular door. So let me take a shot at this. So we're gonna give it a computer roll, and he gets computers. He has 5D. I'm gonna give him his bonus for his toolkit / sonic wrench, and then I'm also gonna give him 2 extra points from the professor because he's helping him with the computer since he is well versed in computers, especially being a synthoid. To pick the lock, they need DL7, and they have 4, 5. Not enough. Now, if they had rolled a bunch of 1s, I may have had a chance for the mechanism to be destroyed, but it is not, or something else bad happened. So we're going to try again, and they were unable to do it, and there's a couple of 1s, so I'm going to have the John make a agility resistance roll, or be shocked. Okay, he made the roll easily. He got his hand back just in time. Oh, Best be careful. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. At least I have an exploding die that gives him a chance this time. And that's a couple of ones. So 4, 5. Not enough. So another zap. And he does not that one. So it's 1d3 damage. So he takes 1 damage. Ooh, this is turning out to be a little bit tougher than I thought. Oh, one more time here. Oof. I think I'm close. I think I may have it. There's a lot of ones. Oh, no. Only needs a DL6, if I remember correctly. And, numbers don't say in my head, folks, but 6 is going to work. We're just going to say 6. But he, unfortunately, is going to take another D3 plus 1 because of so many ones rolled that time. So 3 more damage. Ah! Oh, I don't know about this. Careful. Careful. Careful, John. Yes, 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 yes. I will get this. I will get it. I will get it. Yeah, but what I'm worried about is maybe you're waking up some kind of guardians or something. Well, at least we get the door open. Yeah, good point. All right, so 3 exploding dice and 7 successes. So yay. 8 successes total. The door opens and reveals another room. However, you know though, I am quite fascinated by this monolith. What do you think it is? At first I just thought maybe it was statuary, or you know, like a greeting, like a you enter in and it's a sense of awe. But yeah, no, I'm very interested in this. So I'm gonna have him make a xenoanthropology roll. Gets 8 dice. Straight up knowledge on this one, so no extra scanner or anything. And since this is a fairly obscure thing, I'm going to have him go... we're going to go DL. We'll go DL6. He is the foremost expert on 6, 7. So there you go. Yes, well, I think that it is I think it's a place. I think it's of religious significance, but it might, or I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I am sure that it has some kind of cultural significance to these people, and I'm going to have it run around my brain while we move forward. All right then, let's go then. So they are going into this next room. Wait, let me take a check. So he's going to see if there's any kind of trap here. He's using his scanner and his abilities. So we're gonna call it survival. So that's 8 dice, and then 2 with the scanner. And we're gonna say, you want to see if there's a trap. 1, 2, there's a trap. 3, 4, there's not. 3, 4, 5, 6, there's not. Okay, so he finds no trap. I am confident there's no trap, but that thing in the middle, so there's a glowing like hologram, and floating in the middle of the hologram is like a rectangular object is floating in the hologram. There does not appear to be any more doors in this room. Fascinating. Fascinating. So wait, that's all there is to this? According to my description that I received from my lore source, that's what the codex looks like. Is it that easy? Well, we did have some obstacles to overcome. But yeah, I say we be cautious here. Wow, this is fascinating. Yeah, I'm very interested in the technology here. This technology seems very, very interesting. No one touched it. No one breached the hologram's borders, please. You don't have to tell me twice. Well, how are we supposed to get to that codex? And what is the nature of this hologram? That is a excellent question. And so I'm going to end the episode there. You're going to have to wait till next episode to see how they get into that hologram to get hold of the codex. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your outpouring of support for my channel, for watching, commenting, liking, whatever it is that you've done to join me on my journeys. I thank you so much. So until next time, we'll see where this crew goes next, to see if they can get to that codex without any other mishaps. And until next time, keep on rolling dice and playing games. Mage Hammer out.